Hello, everybody. You can't see me because I am an invisible man right now. Hello, 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 everybody. How are you all doing? I'm running a little late. It is very cold where I am, so I had to get my heated vest. I don't like coats or sleeves, but I like heated things. So we've got horror. Let's watch a scary movie. This was a gift for my birthday from my parents. They never know what to get me anymore because I'm older. So I tell them, get me t-shirts that I could wear on the channel. And they always seem to do a good job. I think that's pretty decent for two 65-year-old people going on 70 because they skipped 5 years at that age. But I think that's a good job. I said, get them. I don't have a lot of Halloween related stuff. My birthday's around Halloween. They got me this. They got me a Child's Play shirt, which I'm using for the Chucky shows right now. So it all works out pretty well. What is going on in the chat? Hello, everybody. I'm going to say hi to you all. I just got new filters for my pipe, so I haven't even popped a filter, and I have it right here. I'm going to set up all that. I grinded up a bunch, so we're good to go as far as that. Just wanted to see what's going on with this. Now, this is what we have. I just want to make sure everything was running smooth. I always got to check. This is what we have. I stopped at the liquor store on my way home from work. I got chai pumpkin beer. I got cheesecake beer. Pumpkin cheesecake beer. So we're going to try that one. We're going to try this one. I already heard that both are phenomenal because I bought a bunch and they've already been sampled. So we're going to do that. I got my typical Monster Energy because I am already feeling tired and this is going to be a good 3 hours and I have stuff to do after this. So I got to rev up. I got my water and I got a couple Corona seltzers like the ones we drank last week. They were on the top of my list. So we got a bunch of seltzers. I got 4 alcoholic beverages, a Monster, a water. We got to hydrate. I probably should have a higher equation of water, but I don't. I have 5-to-1 odds on water. But we're gonna have a little water first because honestly, I'm a little quenched. Did I say I'm a little quenched? I want to quench my thirst. I'm a little parched. I'm a little quenched. As you can tell, I've already dipped into the radiators. Before I killed that filter, I definitely took a hearty hit. Ninja Master with the first $10 donation of the night. Ninja, how's the night going? I didn't read the chat yet. How's the pizza gods treating you? Are we working a full shift? Are we working at all? I'm assuming yes. Also, guys, before I forget, not that I would because we're going to be here for 3 hours, the dude has probably already told you guys, we will be doing the Blood Keep on Sunday. We've been trying to do at least one a month. I'm pretty sure we've done one a month, give or take. And I want to try to continue that. We've got a couple more to go. So we are going to do that Sunday, 2 o'clock. Me and the dude talked about it, 2 o'clock. We will be doing Escape from the Blood Keep, episode 3. Tomorrow, when I do Talks Machina and part 1 of episode 35, I'm going to recap Escape from Blood Keep tomorrow night. After I'm done with all the Critical Role stuff for the week, I'm going to completely recap Blood Keep. I'm going to watch episode 1 and 2 on my own. I'm just going to watch it while I do other things, multitask, because I already have seen it. I've seen it at least twice, because I already recapped after episode 2. But the Sunday, 2 p.m., be there or be square. Yeah, the dude's putting it in there. So before we begin anything else, Radiators, the dude with a $10 donation, I just packed and put in a fresh filter. Let me just open this window. It is extremely cold outside, so I'm only going to crack it just enough to ventilate. It's like 30-something degrees where I am. It like severe weather drop. As soon as I opened that up, it felt like the Arctic breeze of my life. All right, ready? Radiators. Ninja Master, $10 donation. delicious. Delicious. So the last we saw, we got Encroaching Waters. What was the very last thing we saw? I'm trying to remember what the very, very last thing we saw was. I didn't go back and recap. So for a giveaway, blah, 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 blah. What is this? What's this? What's this? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. He snapped Frumpkin into the ventilation. We're in the tunnels underneath the tower. Okay. I just had to recap real quick. All right. Happy birthday, Amelia. Everyone's saying it's Amelia's birthday. Amelia, happy birthday. Let's go through real quick. Say hi to everybody. We got Colvin, the Dude JB, Ray, Dasgrove. Clever name I made. Vero G, Ninja Master. Amelia, happy birthday. Oh, on Monday, I'll be a quarter of a century, Amelia. On Monday. You will, I was going to say, we're going to do it earlier. I was almost going to say we might actually go into Monday on Sunday, but that's right. We're going to do Sunday's live stream much earlier than usual. I'm working my usual double, Ninja Master said. We got Little Power Monster, Daniel O'Day, Shane Barron. I was going to say Sharon Barron. Shane Barron. I know you, obviously. I have Sharon Doherty on my mind because I just rewatched Mallrats after watching Clerks 3 last week. I've watched Clerks 3 several times. I'm a big fan, but I'm also a major fan of the Askew-verse. GG Gideon Gamer, how you doing, buddy? M. Gormley. Who else we got that I missed? Ray, I think I said Ray. Surge 2200. Patricia. Nuggetfuts. Patrick. I think I might have got everybody because everyone else was already talking. And yes, we're good. All right. Everyone has a shout out that is here right now. Cheese and Crackers just came in. Extreme Neoclassical. Water Elementals attacking. Yes, Water Elementals attacking. I've actually been rewatching Squid Game. Squid Game was an interesting one. I didn't react to it. I don't think I reacted to that one, but I definitely did like a review or something on one of the episodes. Maybe I reacted to a couple of them. A couple of them I feel like I watched a couple on my own, and then I'm like, this is reaction worthy, and then I might have watched the last couple and reacted to them. Something happened weird with Squid Game. It wasn't Squid Game. It wasn't my typical reaction. Now I'm thinking of the back seat of a Volkswagen. Thanks, Jay. Like the back. I clipped out a video of Clerks, and I was trying to make it funny, and I was putting in the Willem scene with the sailboat. And part of me, I had to go to Mallrats to clip out the Willem part, and the whole thing with the Volkswagen scene was in the clip that I had to record. And I was like, how could I put that into the movie? But I didn't want to like end up making the clip way longer than it needed to be, just because I'm a fan of everything referencing Mallrats. But it is 3 minutes to 9. Everything's good to go. Somebody already probably did. What's the time stamp that we could use after Matt is done talking? Shodor time stamp. Yeah, I'm sure there is a, like we did last week. Matt, I'm sure, has a point in which he could, he's like not doing anything necessary for us. 204.10 gets you past the Wormwood winner. That is what I need. 204.10. All right. We're good. Everyone thumbs up. We're immediately starting. Overlords will let me leave in an hour. Look at that, Ninja. This is a good day. Will Smith. Is that Will Smith? Today was a good day. Wait, was that Will? Is that Will Smith? Was that old school Will Smith? I feel like that doesn't sound like it could be, but I feel like it is. I haven't heard that, or is that today was a good day? Oh my God. One of you know. I feel like it's not because it just doesn't seem like it nowadays. I'll read the chat in a minute. I'm just setting up the clock. Everyone thumbs up. We're gonna start at 9 o'clock because I'm motivated that we're actually rolling. So it's 1 minute to 9. We're gonna go. Everyone's thumbs up. And Jay, it's almost Halloween. Which Critical Role character are you gonna cosplay as? If I could, I mean, the easiest one for me to do would probably be Caleb, because Caleb, it is Ice Cube. Damn it! In my head, I was like, it's either Ice Cube. I was gonna say Ice Cube because in my head, I'm like, it's funny because Ice Cube is probably more like sitcom-y dad now than Will Smith is. But back then, he was super hardcore, and Will Smith was like la-di-da rapper. Now Will Smith is a superstar. Well, he's in a lot of other stuff right now. But I knew, I was like, I know it's like another guy that I'm just mistaking because of the la-di-da nature. You need to adjust the video. What's wrong with the video? Oh. Good call. Nuckin' Futz. You are a shining gem in the eyes of everybody. I almost screwed the pooch. I jumped the gun and I was trying to. All right, 4-2-0-4-10. I think Sammy is jumping against the door to try to get in. All right, Michael made it. CJ Cook made it. Anybody else in here? Oh, we got Magnus Bane. Ban Elk. I know I always say your name probably incorrectly. Anybody else? Okay, everyone's here. We got 30 plus. We're going to do 3, 2, 1. We're going to go right in. I'll crack a beer. We'll start drinking. We're going to get shit-faced. No, I'm just joking. I'll have 4 beers, so I can't get shit-faced. Is this exactly 2 hours? This one is a little over 2 hours. All right, we got about 2 hours and 6 minutes. 3. Where's the clock? What happened? My screen just went bloop. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. We're in. Last we left off, says Matt Mercer, the great and powerful Matt Mercer. All right. I'm turning down my voice a little. I feel like my voice is a little high. I'm going to put it right there. Let me know. I feel like it was a little red lining when I scream too loud. If I go like, ah, like that or something, it red lines. All right. Everyone's rolling. We're rolling. How is everybody, by the way? What should I start with? Vote in the chat. Chai pumpkin, cheesecake pumpkin, or one of my usual seltzers. Which one do I open for first? And Ashley is back. We got Ashley Johnson back in the house. Vote in the chat. Oh, I will get the clock up. Natural 20, baby. I did see that. Yeah, all right. Cheesecake. Clock J. Got it. Clock's good, guys. It should be good. Emerging whirlpools. Reminding me of the Marrow. I keep forgetting if it's Marrow or Morrow, but I think it's Marrow. We started on time, guys. We were only about a minute behind. That's impressive for me. Cheers till I see the vote. Everyone's going cheesecake. Some said 1 or 2 chais, but a lot of cheesecakes. A natural 1. Well, way to start this off. Oh, battle map. I got to switch the clock. Battle map is skewed. Fantastic. 15 hits. Yeah, it hit before. I went in deeper. I want an in-depth review of the beer. Cheesecake wins. I don't have the bottle opener. Is it a twist? Amazing. I have to call in Reserves. I had a call for the bottle opener. They borrowed it before, and I never got the bottle opener back. Nein. I want an in-depth read. The Marrow were fish people. They're just sentient water monsters. I feel like this is like our. I don't know. Let's see more. I feel like this is just J Untapped. Just use your lighter. I never saw how anyone's ever done that. I've seen people do it, but I've never been in a position where I ever needed to. And I've never just ever seen how people do it. I honestly just see people go like, "Oh, here." And then I just never figured it out. It's one of the few drunk bar things I've never learned. I don't even know what they do. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But someone's bringing me a bottle opener. I usually just go like this and whack it on the end of the bar, but I don't want to ruin my nice desk. Like I could do it on the window and just crack it off, but I know this thing is sharp. I know I'm going to wreck the molding. 14 hits, so even a 14 hits. I love how Jester, Laura does it, but always excited when she announces her damage and stuff. We got Hades in the chat. What is up, T-Spark? How you doing? Did I miss anybody else? Jess, you could push it open. If that's you. Here, I'm just gonna go get the bottle opener real quick. I'm watching, guys. 11 points of damage. Thank y'all. Is Sammy knocking too? Because he could.
He's sitting right there.
Okay. Suck a bag of dicks, water creature. Suck a bag of dicks, water creature. Marion Ravenwood, what is up? McGuigan, I finally got the bottle opener. Okay. Cheesecake, pumpkin beer. Here we go. Cheers to... Hey, look at that. It's got like a little thing on it. To pumpkin spices. To Ninja Master for the first donation of the night. I told him I would cheers him. I just never opened a drink till now. Let me see. Ooh, that is smooth. I expected it to be stronger, like more like carbonated, I guess. Inigo Montoya sword's behind me. So the weird thing about this battle is because they're elementals, obviously there isn't any dialogue going on or any revenge type of plot that's making it more exciting. And I feel like we're easily going to destroy elementals. I could be wrong. But I feel like this is just the beginning of this battle of things through these paths that we're going to ensue. I feel like this is just like the beginning. Like this is the easiest part of it all, probably. This is delicious. Frigging delicious. Great. All right. Well, Bo's in a little bit of a pickle. Caduceus. Bo is in a bit of a pickle. It's Friday. Hey, Al, what is up? Hit the like button. Yes, everybody hit the like button. There's 57,000 people in the chat right now. That's a success. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these things, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what these things are capable of. I just feel like they're like lower level. Does it taste like cheesecake? It actually does. It's very smooth and creamy. And it even says it is a cream ale. 5.3% alcohol, pumpkin spice. Here, you guys could have some. It honestly one of the better pumpkin beers I've ever had. I was kind of hesitant because there's a couple that are really spiced up and almost just like not good. And also, you guys know the deal. Yell at me and tell me to focus if I should. Right now, I feel like we aren't in any sort of ridiculous dire straits. So we're all having a nice little talk. Caleb's moving in the direction of the chaos. You seem like a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. You seem like a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. There was something I watched recently. Oh, House of the Dragon. There was a couple Princess Bride references in that, the most recent episode. Otto, in one scene, Allison talks to him and she leaves and he goes, "As you wish." And I was like, that's friggin' Princess Bride. Oh, what are we? Are we? What is the name? What is it? Oh, Swole Regard. Swole Regard. I couldn't remember the name. I have something to tell you. I'm not left-handed. The Princess Bride is an absolute classic. Jay, please show the sword. It's Inigo Montoya's sword. Now watch everything falls off the shelf behind me. There you go. There's an unboxing video on the channel, but that is Inigo Montoya's sword. I think it's one of 800. I love it. I love it. I just got it like a week ago. Just did an unboxing. I have to mount it. They're here. The mount I have right in front of me. I have to mount it still. Here's like the plaque, Princess Bride. I have number 738, but I think there was like 800 maybe 1,000. I have it sitting here with the screws because I got to take shit down this weekend. I wanted to order the medallion for the staff of Ra. Marion Ravenwood also showed me a website to get actual handmade authentic Indiana Jones hats. Anyone you want from any movie. So I ordered one. I should get it in 3 weeks. I got the Raiders edition. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Tuck in. Cheers, everybody. I don't know how a pumpkin cream beer and a monster is going to go together, but we're doing it. We're doing it. But does anyone have the Raiders coat hanger? I do not have a Raiders coat hanger. I could tell you that. What is Nuck and Futz? What does that say? But you studied your Edgelipa? I don't know what that word is. Am I not understanding how it said? Edgelipa. Maybe I'm a little too screwed up for that. Favorite indie movie? Last Crusade was my first and definitely favorite. Last Crusade was my second. I saw Raiders last, believe it or not. I saw Temple of Doom, then I saw Crusade. I didn't see Raiders till like 10 years later. I didn't know, in my mind as a kid, Temple and Raiders were so similar as a kid. I never really realized I never seen Raiders until like 10 years later. Definitely Raiders was my last indie by far, but Temple was my first. And then Crusade was just so different, and Sean Connery was in it. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought Raiders and Temple were so similar that I had just assumed I'd seen Raiders for years. Raiders is definitely my favorite. I probably go Raiders last, believe it or not. I think Raiders is the most beautifully made. Like cinematography and everything is insane. But I would put Raiders number one for quality. But I put Raiders last for my personal enjoyment. I just love Short Round and the Temple of Doom, and I love Sean Connery being his father. He's giving him to Marcus Brody. Of course he's giving him to Marcus Brody. We have to do the dumbest thing imaginable to make entertaining Indiana Jones adventures. Capoeira. Do some capoeira shit. Sorry we're going off on rants, guys. I'm completely engaged in watching. I just feel like we need some chit chat while they're attacking dialogueless spirits of the water. Not spirits, but elementals. I have a lot of energy now too because I just hammered down like half that friggin' monster. I am a sucker for the original, but Short Round is the greatest side character. I will say this: Willie does take it down a couple notches to almost make me dislike it. Like when Willie's around, like screaming and shit, definitely not a favorite. I like the German broad from Last Crusade much better. Elsa. You don't have to apologize for Rance J. It's part of the fun. I have the key to Erebor and Sting. I think it's possible my sister has Sting. Someone I know has Sting. The, the way Marisha just made that face, it looked like she drank something horrible in her drink. She drank and went, "Ugh." Like I literally thought there was a 50-50 chance she was going to vomit and something was in there. Liam does an excellent Sean Connery from Last Crusade impression. The dude. It is spelled Sean. Sean Connery. Respect the dead, please. I'm joking, but I'm not. Respect the goddamn dead. No. I just am very familiar with the spelling of Sean Connery's name because The Rock and Last Crusade are amazing movies and I see it all the time. There's so many ways to spell the name Sean, by the way, so you're not wrong. I know of 4 or 5 legitimate ways of people I know that spell Sean differently. So Sean might be the most difficult name to spell. Same, it actually feels like we're hanging out and chilling. I had the Gryffindor sword, but gave it to my sister for her wedding. I have typos every other week, lol. It's all good, I kid. If you racked up all my mistakes, we could write a book on every episode, probably. This boss 4 is 5. I feel like I went through a period of my life where I talked like her in group situations like this where I would like sing. I still probably do it sometimes where I like sing and get boisterous when I am doing something vocal in front of a lot of people. It's almost like it is comforting to do it in song and silliness. And I feel like that's what Laura's doing. And I feel like I still sometimes do that. But I used to do that without knowing until now. But I knew before right now, just not then. I want to say this looks like something might be up. Radiant energy. All right. This could be the end of, I mean, radiant damage. I mean, how close are we? Not close enough. They're looking a little hurt. All right, these guys got some hit points. I really want Sting, but I can't really make myself spend so much money and it on it, and I wouldn't want a shitty one either. Maybe one day. Yes, Marion sent me a website. It's called, what was the site? Herbert something? Herbert something in London. It's out of London. They have the exclusive rights to make Indiana Jones hats. Go on the website, look right now. There is at least 18 different Indiana Jones. Natural 20 by Mr. Ford over here. But they have at least 18 different hats, all the way down to literally the gray ones that he wears on the Zeppelin in Last Crusade, the gray one when he goes to dinner in the beginning of Temple of Doom, like it's like a charcoalish one. Anyone you ever see Indiana Jones wear in any movie, they'll make you. Custom made, fitted. It ended up costing, with shipping, it was $500, $580. With shipping, it was like another $80 because it's from London. But I love Indiana Jones. It's one of the greatest franchises ever, and I don't care. I splurge. It was my birthday. It's basically my gift to myself. But it was like over $600 with shipping. It should be here like 2 weeks, maybe. That I'm unboxing. That'll be one of the more expensive things I've ever bought. But it's like, it's Indiana Jones. I'm going to possibly buy another one too. I'm waiting till this one comes so I could see. But I got the Raiders one, and I want the Cairo one. There's one called the Cairo edition, and it's my favorite one by far, but they were sold out. Herbert Johnson, there you go. Go look at herbertjohnson.com if you want to see Indiana Jones hats. Top quality, amazing. But yeah, the Cairo one was out. They said they wouldn't have any for at least 6 months. They were back ordered. I keep thinking something's about to happen, so I quiet up. But they're doing their thing. Their hats are made out of, yeah. There's rabbit and beaver. If you look up Stetson or any kind of like cowboy hats or anything, rabbit and beaver are the two usual ones. And beaver is twice as expensive as rabbit. So you have the option. You could do rabbit or beaver. I was like, if I'm already spending the money, I might as well get beaver, which is top quality. You save like $150 if you get rabbit, but you're already spending $300 or $400. In my mind, why not splurge at that point? If you're gonna do it right. In my opinion. Unless you just have a preference to rabbit. Caduceus is up. Boomin' Blade is cool. JB asked for the ticket. LOL. For the ticket. What ticket? Nice work, JB. Oh, I gotcha. The Master Key. I've seen a lot of Zelda replicas and stuff. Plus, it's nearly waterproof, correct? With the hats. Radiators? Anybody? Radiators? I think he meant. I think he meant you were on top of things for hitting the bot. Colleen, what is up? We have Colleen in the chat. How are you on this fine day? I feel like we haven't had you in a week or two. You have been missed, and if I'm wrong, then I'm just a liar and a horrible person. Radiators. Now, everybody. Melf's Acid Arrow. That is a first. Melf's? You're doing it. You're doing it. I thought he said MILF at first. What is that from? You're doing it. I'm so mad that I don't know immediately because I've probably seen this movie 500,000 times. Radiators ready to go? Commence radiators while Caleb talks. That one was never ending. It is Hook. God damn it. I was like, it's not Hook. I thought Hook twice, and I'm like, it's not Hook. I kept going, he's doing, it is you. There you are, Peter. And I'm like, nah, I'm thinking of There You Are, Peter. And I'm like thinking of the other thing. I literally was like talking myself out of it. I am now punished for 5 minutes. I am not allowed to talk. Rufy. Oh! I constantly see. I cannot remember the name of the actor now, and I'm upset about it. If you gave me multiple choice, I'd know. But the actor pops up in random shit all the time. I just saw him in a movie like not too long ago, and he doesn't age. After a certain point, he looks like he's like 30 years old. I'm 40. He's definitely older than me. And every time I see him, he looks like he's like 30-year-old dude. Hook is such a good movie. Very, I would say, very unappreciated by the masses, I would say. A lot of people don't like Hook. I watch reviewers and stuff like that. A lot of people don't like Hook. I dig it. It was never like a favorite of mine. When I thought Robin Williams, I always was a Jumanji, and more than that, Mrs. Doubtfire. I probably saw Mrs. Doubtfire more than any other Robin Williams movie. Maybe it was just the timing of my age, but I can't think of another Robin Williams movie I've seen more than that. Zuko, American Dragon. Spielberg didn't like it. He is Zuko. Oh, that's right. He is Zuko. Yeah. In Avatar: The Last Airbender. He was in Blood and Bone. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Blood and Bone. Michael Jai White. Great choreographed martial arts movie. He plays one of like the cash men, I guess you'd call him. One of the guys that organizes the underground fights and stuff like that. Kind of like a manager. Caduceus is, yeah. Dancing lights. All right, we lit up the building. Ms. Doubtfire is amazing. Used to be able to quote that movie line by line. I love that movie. Opening with Figaro. Figaro. So, oh yeah, pumpkin. Frumpkin is a octopus. See, like at a point, is Frumpkin gonna get too? How far can Frumpkin go with our sight? Like 400 feet or something like. I know it's a while. If you've never seen 1 hour photo with Rob Williams, watch it. I know of it, McGuigan. I've never seen it. I felt. I feel like I've sat down to almost watch it, and for whatever reason, changed movies or changed my mind or something. I've never seen it. People have told me it is crazy good though. Don't recall ever having actually seen it though. Ah, gotcha. I never watched Cora. I never saw Cora either. Jimmy Macram is reacting to Cora right now. He blew through it. Shawshank my way. He marathoned Avatar: The Last Airbender and it blew through Cora. Jimmy Macram is one of the first reactors I ever watched, way before I even did YouTube. And I've been doing it 4 years. So he's been going a while, that dude. Doot, doot, doot. 1 hour photo is one of the best performances. There's another one I feel like that. Another like sadistic, scary Robin Williams movie where people are like, dude, he is phenomenal. I feel like maybe I'm thinking of 1 hour photo too, but I could swear there's like another one sort of like that where people are like, dude is crazy scary, but amazing. Robin Williams. A five. Good call. Very astute. I love how we all know she's spitting a line of bullshit. Batty from Fern Gully. Oh yes, love Robin Williams. Yes, he was Batty. After I lost my brother, I can't watch movies or shows that deal with suicide without having a panic attack. I'm sure I'll rewatch it eventually. My God, I'm sorry about that, the dude. Ferngully and the Secret of Nim. Secret of Nim, I swear to you, Don Bluth. Secret of Nim is one of the most memorable animated movies I could remember as a kid. I watched Secret of Nim so many times. And it was like dark. Secret of Nim was like one of the darker, like a Black Cauldron animation type thing. I watched Secret of Nim all the time. Nicodemus. He plays the best villain on the movie Rainbow. Oh, Rainbow Randall. Yes, Death to Smoochie. What do they sing? If you gotta be me, then you gotta be me. I used to watch Smoochie. I would get fucked up and watch Smoochie all the time. That is a movie that is just a degenerate, crazy movie. Gambling, drinking, drugs, violence, con artists, and just backstabbing. That's a movie you watch if you just want to accept that everything is bad in the world. Friends come in all sizes. I just remembered it. Friends come in all sizes. Da, 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 da. And he's got the Rainbow Randolph. Was it Rainbow Randolph or Rainbow Randall? Maybe it was Rainbow Randolph. The Black Cauldron was a messed up. Yeah, I say honestly, from my memory, Watership Down too. Which I know I've seen like as a young child, but I don't remember it at all. I know we had to watch it in the library. Maybe I fell asleep or didn't pay attention because I don't remember. But I know people say Watership Down really violent. But the Black Cauldron and Secret of Nim, I think in my memory, were the scariest animated films. I remember Secret of Nim literally scared me, but like in a good way, where it was like almost like a warning, like follow what this frigging little mouse lady says, or else you're gonna die. That's what I thought. I forget her name. What was her name? I remember all the other names. I can't remember the mom's name. Forrest the Runner. What is up, my friend? How you doing, Forrest? Yeah. So far we've been pretty good with the pets so far. I mean, depending on your view of okay. The pets have been near drowned almost, but not. At least we have saved them from being kept in cages. We're putting them on adventures. We're giving them a life. Would you rather spend your life in a cage and die of old age or go through the underground water workings with a group like the Mighty Nine? I'd risk death for that. One that was way scarier that I should than it should have been is The Last Unicorn. Marion Ravenwood is gonna say that. Yeah, I love The Last Unicorn. I still haven't seen it in full. She used to tell me about it all the time, and I downloaded it, and I would start watching it and never finish it. Same with Monty Python. I watched it 10 times, never more than halfway through. I've never seen the end of Monty Python. I don't think I ever saw the end of Last Unicorn. I don't know what it is. Some of them just don't grab my attention. Or I just watch them at really bad times. America does the soundtrack. America. Fuck yeah. Amy France, Miss Brisby. Amy France comes in, not only with the great name, but the Miss Brisby. Somewhere out there. That's not Secret of Nim at all, but that's a good one too. I am listening to Matt, and if it sounds like he's giving a lot of info. So whenever Matt gives this much attention to detail, there's some shit about to go down. So let's. There's balconies. I'm paying attention. I'm just letting you guys know that I am aware that some shit might go down. But right now, we're good. I know that's American Tail. Fievel. I know. I was singing Fievel. I had growing up a Fievel. A lot of kids I know had them because they must have mass produced them a lot. But it was a Fievel stuffed animal, probably a good 2.5 feet high, like this big. And I remember when I was little, it was at least 3/4 the size of my body. And I would sleep with that thing like every day. I had my buddy and Fievel, and combined, they were bigger than me. If they ever came to life, I was in trouble. A fucking giant mouse and a killer doll. It's a little frightening. A little frightening. Give him the lazy eye. The Rescuers scared me as a child. The Rescuers is one I've seen it, but I've not seen it enough to really quote or reference it. It's a good movie. I didn't have it. I didn't own it as a kid. Basically, it comes down to my parents never bought me it, so I don't know it well. But I remember it. Like, I remember seeing it. 50 plushie as well, McGuigan. I feel like me and McGuigan had a lot of the same tastes and still do, and had probably the same kind of toys. I had a My Buddy doll when I was a kid. Then my cousin showed me Child's Play and I buried it. Can anybody walk on walls? I don't think so. I told this story before in a live stream. I don't know if it was a Critical Role live stream though. But long story short, Child's Play was the first horror movie I recall ever seeing. I snuck out of my room, saw my mom watching it. I was like 7 years old, maybe at best. And I had a My Buddy. And I would literally tilt the end of my dresser up and pin his chest under the leg at night. And my mom was like, "Why is there an indentation in your My Buddy's belly?" And I said, I saw you watching this movie, and I think he's going to come to life at night and try to murder everybody. And literally, I still have it to this day, and it's got like an indented chest cavity from the dresser every night. I pin that fucker down. I saved my whole family's life. Casting mage armor. Thanks. Just a normal day in Los Angeles. Even though you're 6 years older than me, LOL. I am still a child at heart. Not that you're a child, but you are. No, I'm just joking. But you are. We all are. 26, 27. Who's got the lowest? Okay. That, am I right or wrong? 38 is one of the highest, if not highest, rolls we've gotten all campaign. I don't recall anyone, except maybe not, getting anywhere near high 30s. 38. He was like 3 times Laura. Load bearing center bits. Okay, have a good night. Marion, farewell. Good night. Have a good one. God bless. Yeah. Jundi. Shindy? Jundi? Yes. Oh, shit, you're kidding me. Algar emerges? What luck. I feel like that's pretty awesome that he just is there. Now this is the battle that I'll pay more attention to. Not that I wasn't paying attention, but I felt like that was just what? What the frig? All right, so he's all right. Whispering to who? Talzin? He's whispering to Caduceus. Can't stick around, but just wanted to say hello. Callisto Warrior Queen. I'm going to chug this god dang cheesecake beer for you because I love that you just came in to say hi. This one's for Callisto. All right, that's it for that one. Next choice. What do I drink? This is chai tea pumpkin beer. Vote in the chat. I'll drink it in 5 minutes. I like it. I dig it. Oh, look at Travis. Similar, but a probably more advanced. I want to see a picture. Whenever he gets this descriptive, I want to see a picture. I'm picturing like this giant. Let's immediately attack. No, obviously not. I don't know. We're definitely fighting this dude. We better be fighting this dude. We have plenty of time. We haven't even finished the first hour, and we got 2.5 hours. Ow. Something like hit me in the head. Who's ready for a ratty? Everyone's saying chai, chai, chai. Chai it is. Ah. Shindy is scaring the shit out of me. Shindy. Really, Shindy? Yeah. Please tell me the distance. Like... Oh. We waited too long, see? I feel like that is our biggest mistake, that we always don't act. Somebody should have immediately been like, we hide behind the corner. Oh my God. I feel like we don't act quick enough in a lot of circumstances. Oh my God. The whole time, I say this very often, that when things like that are happening, one of you, if not all of you, have got to be like, we are not in Eye's view, are we? If we are, we're going to take a few steps back. We're going to go. Like, I feel like we get so brought in by Matt. I'm allowed to because I'm not in the game. But if you're in the game, I feel like you got to be like, somebody's got to be the guy to jump in there. Like, bop, 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 bop. I love, love, love the Warlock Genie subclass introduced in Tosh is so much fun. ViewMasters reactions. I just bribed my boss by filling her radiator on my way home early. They waited like 4 lines of dialogue. They waited like 4 lines of dialogue. But I feel like as soon as I saw that it was Algar and Zundi, I guess the name was, I feel like I would have been like, all right, we don't, if I, like when I was joking around, like run at him, attack him right now. I was joking. But you, like, I'm thinking you either got to attack or dip because this dude's going to see you. I mean, in my mind, I like that Matt does what he does. I give all the credit to Matt there because Matt is acknowledging it like a real person, I feel like would. Like you kind of feel something behind you. You look over your shoulder. Oh, there's people just watching us. I think it's being handled well. I'm complimenting. Check this map, Jay. I don't know. Sometimes being patient pays off. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm admittedly aggressive in everything I do. I literally had this discussion with somebody the other day over football. How there's a defensive way to play football and an offensive. and I can't do the defensive play. I'm just not a defensive, patient, wait to strike. I understand that works. I just can't do it. I just have too much energy. I'm too unhinged. But I don't like go off the handle and do ridiculousness. I just prefer a more aggressive take on it. All right, here's the map. What the frig is that? That big thing's got to be Zundi. Holy shit. We might have a problem here. We might have a problem here. Oh, are we going to have the battle map like this? Does it stay to the right? Because if it does, I'll move the clock. Does the battle map stay to the right like this? We might be in trouble. We're 5 against 7. Or, yeah, 7. My apologies. We're 5 against 7, but we're against some baddies here. Not that we are all not top-notch professionals here. The sluice is loose. We got the sluice is loose. If the DM is letting you listen to free eavesdropping on the enemy, you should listen to what they have to say, and they roll massive stealth. But you are right, Magnus. Yeah, that is correct. They did roll really high stealth. All right. I dig that. I wasn't reflecting it on the stealth that was rolled by the group. So he did say like a couple of you got dipped. All right. I can see that. I'm concerned right now. It did go back over there. The battle map did. Okay, no, you guys did say no. Best defense is a good offense. Fair enough. I admittedly so will tell you that my way does not work all the time. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'm always offensive. Somebody was telling me how they always would defer the kick in football. I would always defer because I want to play from behind. Give my guys a mentality like we're behind. You got to keep pushing, even though technically it's uneven because you didn't receive the kick in the beginning. I'm like, no way. I want my guys to be like 2 touchdowns ahead at halftime and be like, ram them into the ground and keep pushing. But they were like, yeah, but what if your guys lay off and they don't try as hard because they're winning? Well, then I don't want those guys on my team. But then that was the debate. I would go paint miniatures with the Dwarven Forge guy tomorrow, but I'm staying in waiting for deliveries. The Nein is more cautious since Molly. True that. Hey. Yeah. Everyone rolled, well, not everyone, but the majority rolled pretty similar, like within 1 or 2 of each other. Plenty of light. Faint glow. So Caleb's got to light up the room. Caleb, light this bitch up for us, please. Por favor. Guys, like and subscribe if you haven't. Cat is a fucking beast of a cleric. I'll agree. Let's try the chai, guys. I opened it up. I have not tried it yet. We're going to try the chai pumpkin porter. And here is this one's about the same alcohol content. If you want to see, it's spices and chai flavoring. And it's a porter. There is a whole bunch of different pumpkin ones. I think there's 4 different ones. Top of the round, Nod is up first. Here we go. We'll pay more attention to this battle. Ninja Master, $5 donation. We must hit the radiators before battle. Before battle. All right, Nod's up first. I also ordered more shirts today, guys. TeePublic, whenever they do a 35% off sale, I buy like 10 shirts. It's my thing now. Whenever they do a sale, I buy as many as I need for new shows. I got a couple Critical Role. I got a Vox Machina. A couple other things that I'm watching. Chainsaw Man shirt. Actually, I'm gonna pack a new one. Ford has one of my favorite rounds of combat I've ever seen in this fight. Really, that I'm going to anticipate greatness. All right. Knot is holding. Algar is the fancy one. Let's pack a new one over here. Ninja, are you home already? I know you said you were able to leave. Did you already get home? Or are you just lighting up at work still? Either way, radiators, everybody. Casting Mage Hand. So not is casting Mage Hand. I generally disagree that clerics are the healers, but I can't argue against what CAD can do. I'm so proud of you. I didn't clean the pipe before I did the filter, and I think the resin went into the pipe and slowly went down in between. Hence why I just spit in this bottle. All right. I'm going to admit, I am genuinely, he's so pissed at that fog machines. Yeah. You see him down there? I knew what he was doing, but it is taking a bit. Up. Did he get it? I think it worked because he's excited. I don't see it yet, but he looks excited. I don't blame him. If you put all this effort and money into that, I mean, I don't know if he had to pay for it because Dwarven Forge might sponsor it or something. But if you went through all that trouble of putting all this together, I would spend the extra 5 minutes to make it work. Right? Am I wrong? Am I right or am I right? Right. What movie's that from? Sorry, Grave Clerics. Grave Clerics. All right. I never tried the chai tea yet. Yes. Oh my God. I love it. It is the little things. I mean, in all seriousness, that's what we're here for, right? We're here for that. That's what we're here for. We're here to see fog coming out of a little machine in a miniature the size of my hand. And I'm not even kidding. That is what we're here for. I give Matt all the time he needs for such things. I appreciate the time he put. He probably spent days, if not weeks and months, assembling all this, buying it, getting it together, making the miniatures. Amazing. Slick and moist. It's good. It's good, but honestly, the cheesecake one is so good that it's making. I wish I had this one first because this one is really good, but I think the cheesecake one is far superior. It's almost unfair. This is good though. But I fuck butt. But I fuck butt. Groundhog's Day. You got it. The dude got it. Ned Ryerson. Needle Nose Ned. See, that one is strong like I thought the cheesecake beer would be. It's really good, but it's a porter, so it's got like a heaviness to it. It's got like a kick. It hits you. The other one, it was like having a milkshake or something. It was like an alcoholic milkshake, the cheesecake one. But it was a cream ale as opposed to a porter. So it is what you're getting. It's not like, oh, well, that's a shitty beer. If you like porters, That's a damn good porter. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. I know Rain Man is such a cult movie, but I didn't and don't like it at all. Well then, Ray, you have to leave the chat immediately because it's my favorite movie. No, I'm just joking. It's not. It's okay. I totally understand what you're saying, though. I only liked it growing up, not because the movie. You're 100% right. It's a good movie for what it is, but it doesn't have rewatchability, and there's nothing really after I'd seen it. I was like, all right, and I like never really need to revisit it. But the song, I think it's Giacomo Finane. Giacomo Finane talking about hey nah, Aiko Aiko Ane. That song, my dad had on a cassette tape, and we moved here in a convertible playing that song, and I hear it in Rain Man all the time. So that is the only reason I like when Rain Man is on, because of that song constantly playing throughout it. Gives me nostalgic memories of greatness. Algar. We flip off Algar. The giant. Oh no, okay, it's just the water elemental's turn. I love the way that. What is his name? Zandaya? Zandaya? Is it Zendaya? Are we fighting Zendaya, the water elemental? Sunday. I think it's like Sunday. Whatever the tall one is. His outfit is awesome. He almost looks like a genie, almost like an Aladdin genie troll looking thing based on what I see in the miniature. Jindi. Jindi is up. I'm very curious. Jindi is the biggest of anything here. Because the water elemental might be fatter, but it's all water. Jindi. What is Jindi going to do? He Hadouken us with water. Hadouken! He shot the Dixie Cups. Aiko Aiko. Yes, Aiko Aiko Wane. DM tip, if you have a weekly session, it's common to prep 1 hour for each hour of game play. So for ours, it's 3.5, 4 hours. And throughout the week, I put a little time hearing in there. Works great. Zundi. But you half that. Oh, that is some hefty blow. 24 each, except for Yash. I think that might be the first time that's ever happened. Have we ever fought anybody that's tossed us back? Have we ever fought anything that actually threw us? Oh, wait, no. Yeah. There was that time that Caleb was speared against the wall or something like that. In the beginning, he was like speared and he went into the wall or something. There's been times, but not 20 feet. 20. Oh my God, look at that. We're all blowing through. Look what it looks like. Everyone's getting kicked through. Yasha got the full. Oh. Caleb saved. Oh. Gotcha. My bad. That's what. All right. I was like, something didn't sound right. Caleb saved half damage. Gotcha. We also have life. Oh, I got to move bottles now because I'm missing their life. I am concerned. Jester and Nod are totally solid. So is Ford. Okay. I love, you guys know, not that you guys know my deal. I don't want our people to die, but I want us to be in positions of risk so that we we get better without dying. I feel like the whole Molly thing had nothing to do with that kind of mindset. I think Molly just went in too aggressive. Little dicey. Little dicey. Natural ones can give the DM some extra leeway to amp some effects. I love it if it doesn't kill us. Let's finish this energy drink because I'm going to be up till 3 in the morning at this rate. I have like half of it left. Ford, you're up next, by the way, he said. When he said I'm going to use Blight, did Matt just snap his fingers? I went like that to drink and I heard I'm going to use Blight. And it looked like Matt snapped his fingers. Are you stoked for Vox Machina Season 2? That opening clip was nuts. I will be immediately reacting to them. What do you guys think? Here's the thing. I was thinking I could do live watch-alongs of the episodes immediately as they drop. Because we have an audience of like 40, 50 people that come together for this. And I feel like if it was live watch-alongs for that, it might be bigger. But then I wouldn't be able to edit them up like I do for the channel. I don't know what's better, to have it where I have it so I could edit it up or like just do it. I mean, I could try it, but I was curious what you guys thought because it's not going to drop till like probably 3 a.m. So I'd have to do live watch-alongs at 3 a.m. We'll see when it gets closer, but it's coming up soon. 3 months. Path to the grave. I'm a fam man with 2 kids. The prep time really isn't that bad. It's my me time, but I'll look that up. Live watch-alongs would also be during the Critical Role live streams. Correct. See, I feel like that might be put a damper on it. Here goes Ford. All right, let's see what Ford does. Is Ford going to make magic happen? Like and subscribe, as always, if you haven't. If you didn't hear me earlier, we are doing Escape from the Bloodkeep, Episode 3 on Sunday. We're 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Eastern time, my time. Sunday. Saints aren't playing. The Saints played last night, Thursday night. Lost horribly. Their season's pretty much over. They're 2-5. So I'm not too concerned with Sunday football. 2 o'clock, Escape from the Bloodkeep. I also might do another watch-along playing The Sims 4. I did a 5-hour. I played The Sims for 5 hours the other night, and I had a ball. So I might do that again, too. By the way, did I see Jeff Lundy in the chat? Jeff Lundy, did I see you in there? I only ask because I never shouted you out. And I feel like I saw you before. I might be at the watch show. What's the watch show? The watch? Like the wall? Like the watch? For the watch. I'm getting very gassy now because I just chugged all these carbonated drinks. I'm trying to hammer down this energy drink, and I can't handle all this liquid. I'm just joking. I'm fine. Didn't they do the watch-along like next week after the episode's released? So a premiere watch-along could work fine. I watched some of The Sims, but wasn't on my phone. Grave Cleric, Critical, I'm not much of a sports person, but what team did you follow, Jay? The Saints, New Orleans Saints. Massive fan, half my life. I own more jerseys than I do shirts, and they haven't been good since Drew Brees retired. They went from being a top contender every year for 20 years, because Drew Brees played for like almost 20 years. Top contender for almost half my life, to basically like a Tom Brady without as many rings. How the Patriots were great for 2 decades and then Tom Brady left and now they're like garbage. That's what I'm dealing with. But I didn't win as many rings. Tom Brady won them all. A cacophony. That's pretty cool. I dig that. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. I want to hear Matt's explanation. All right. That'll do it. Where's he going to go? That's pretty frigging crazy. Really friggin' cool. That's got to be what somebody was talking about. That's got to be who was the one in the chat? Who was the one in the chat that said there is one of my favorite Ford moves in it? That's got to be it. Phases in, phases out. I forget who said it, but somebody said it. And that was way too cool to not have been what they're talking about. If there's another Ford move like that, I'm excited more because that was pretty friggin' cool. I did something. Misty Step, Thunder Step combo is the best. Somebody earlier, I can't remember who, maybe they're not in the chat anymore, said Ford has one of the greatest attack moves in this fight. It was me, and yeah, it was. And Jeff Lundy ends up being the one who made the comment. I said I saw Jeff Lundy before, but I don't remember where. It has all come full circle. We can't get any better. We're shutting down the live stream and all going to bed. Jeff Lundy, hello, my friend. I'm going to have a chug for you, my friend, because I see you're one of those people that I'm just so comfortable with in the chat that I'm just like, oh, it's Jeff. That I don't even like, I'm like, oh, I never actually said, what's up, Jeff? Which is actually a compliment. You kind of just like, you're just there as family, like always. And I'm just like, oh, Jeff Lundy's there. I'm not surprised by your presence, but that's a compliment. It was Jeff Lundy. That spell also lets you teleport a friendly out with you. Good for a saving. Oh my god, that's even more cool. I've got to assume that's going to happen. That's cool. Almost like Nightcrawler. That's like a Nightcrawler type of thing, right? X-Men? Nightcrawler could grab you and go poosh, poosh. Nightcrawler. I want to call it the Nightcrawler. Misty Step into a, what was it? A Misty Step into a Thunder Step? Very cool. It's all good. Sonic Boom, Ford says. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Douche. He said douche, but it looks like douche. But only if they are willing. Nightcrawler is so awesome. Love Nightcrawler. Liam voices Nightcrawler, right? Someone I feel like did say that. Little Dick. This Sunday, guys, finale of House of the Dragon. I don't know if anybody, how many of you are watching it. It's my favorite show right now on TV, and the finale is Sunday. Caleb's little icon head just moved, didn't it? Am I crazy? I could swear that his little icon head just moved when he did that. What? Fic Ella? Fikela! That's what it sounded like. A few of them are voice actors on Street Fighter. I am watching House of the Dragon. Lauren is Chun-Li, really? Yeah, House of the Dragon. Crazy good stuff. Fireball! Isn't Tal Blanca? Really? Wizard cast in Fireball. 34 fire damage. Hans and Franz. Hans and Franz. We're here to pump you up. Hans and Franz. They're shielding him. They're like protecting Algar. I mean, I would expect them to, being as their bodyguards. I mean, no offense to dwarves, but wouldn't you want bodyguards that are taller than you, or at least close? They're at least a foot shorter than him. I feel like even if you form a perimeter and you shield him, his head, which is the most vital part, is the only thing exposed. They're stocky, man. They're wide as trees. But I mean, I guess you could duck, but I feel like you should have a more of a shield. At what's his fuck? What's his fuck? I like what's his fuck. Ninja, before I see Ninja in there, did you say you were home before? I never saw what you actually said. When we hit the last radiator, where are you? I'm assuming you're home if you're talking in the chat. I just feel like time went so fast. We only got like 40 minutes left. Maybe 45. Jagged lollipop. Rue dies. Natural 20. Look at Matt's face. Look at Matt's face. I am home. Well, then we're hitting the radiators, guys. Radiators. Radiators. I'll give you guys some time. The last one was at work, so this is your first one at home. Hit the radiators. I'll give you a little time. I want us to enjoy it together. I'll give you guys a 2-minute radiator warning while I chug the rest of this energy drink. Probably Algar. The dwarves have to go still. What are the dwarves capable of? That's what I want to know. Are the dwarves gonna be... I mean, I have no... I honestly, anything's on the table because I don't know anything about the abilities. The last one, all right, radiators. The funny thing is, I'm blowing the smoke this way, and it's going across the monitor screen where the fog is. And it literally is blending with the fog of the game. I just somehow crossed into an alternate dimension where I combine forces with the past Matt Mercer. I'm convinced it's real. Getting my radiator together now. I am the fastest joint roller on the planet. It legit only takes me 3 seconds. I've been timed. I just read a thing that said Snoop Dogg, because of inflation after the pandemic, had to give his blunt roller a raise to $55,000 a year. He has an official blunt roller, which I heard of, but he gets paid $55,000 a year to hang out with Snoop Dogg and roll joints and smoke weed. And he gets paid like I mean, it's not a ridiculous salary, but that's a damn good wage to roll weed and smoke it with a celebrity superstar. So not just a celebrity. We're talking like one of the kings. Augmented reality. Augmented reality. Dwarves can be anything. Dwarves tend to be a bit wiser or a bit more hardy. Great with rocks and in the dark. If anyone wants to pay me to roll J's, I will. Ha ha ha. And when they asked him, they go, "Do you really need to do that?" He goes, "I'm not kidding. He's the best joint roller I've ever had, ever." He goes, "I've never in my life known anyone who could roll a better joint than this guy, and I will pay him to hang out with me all day long just so I get the best joint all day long." And I get it. If you're that kind of rich, why not? You pay the guy $55,000 a year and he rolls joints for you all day long every day. I mean, it's worth it for him, but it's also worth it for you. Fury of the Small. Fury of the Small. Snoop is a living legend. I grew up with Snoop since I could remember. Elementary school. I remember being like 9 or 10 when the Chronic came out. Like, I remember him before that. But probably 3/4 of my life, Snoop's been in the forefront for singing. He just did the Super Bowl last year. Wasn't it last year? He doesn't smoke and he rolls for more than just Snoop. Snoop invites a lot of people to smoke with. Michael knows more than I. See, I just assumed. See, I didn't really look more into it. There you go. We have more lore in the Snoop Dogg fairy tale of life. Marius LaPaul. Gin and juice. I do that daily anyways. I would love that job. He doesn't. Oh, I already read that one. Oh, Ninja's saying he hasn't seen my joints. Yeah, you gotta send a couple. Mail him some. Go to his house and just sit outside. Have a face off with his blunt roller. You have like a time competition based on quality. You have to give some magic though. You have to get some magic weed. Uh. Marisha's like I don't know. I just wanted to say making acrobatics. Okay. Oh my God, Marisha has rolled a one again. Marisha looked at Sam like, "Shut the fuck up." Oh, look at that didn't work out too well. That did not work out too well. Dog pound, baby. All right, Matt's going to give her a shot at possibly getting up on that. Oh, look at that. Solid roll got her elevated. All right, she's on top. That's more than she could have hoped for in that point. Bap bap. Jindi. I guess not. I thought she. Oh, damn it. I honestly thought she got his hand. All right, let's see. I feel like I know you guys say that Bo's got to get in close. I just feel like Bo is so isolated right now. Like Ford is off to the side, but Ford could like teleport. Bo is like totally just out there by herself. I'm worried that they could easily just surround her or charge her. I don't know. I'm worried right now for Bo. I don't like the. I'm thinking we'll be all right. But if I had any concerns, it's Bo over there by herself. Bo is definitely a top. Yes, I would definitely agree. Come on, Caduceus. Monks are the best class. She's fine. Monks are very maneuverable. Fair enough. See, like I'm thinking though, like if you get stunned or I guess you could do things to evade it and stuff. I just haven't seen it enough. I guess I don't know enough. I guess to understand the safety you provide yourself. Okay. Oh, like a snuggie, like a snuggie. That's nice. I'm also used to Molly having higher hit points, so I keep thinking like, oh, Talzin's good. Caduceus has a good 15 hit points lower than Molly, maybe more than that. Maybe it could. Molly had a lot. Molly was up there, unless I'm wrong. I feel like Molly had like easily in the 60s. Great. Caduceus could get taken out. I mean, we're all not doing the worst. I know Molly's dead. I'm saying like in my head, I think the hit point. I just think of the hit points. I don't know if it's ever been confirmed to this point in real time, but I would so bring Molly back in something at some point if he hasn't. And I know you guys can't tell me, and I don't want you to tell me. But I would so do something in the lore, but I don't know if it would like destroy anything. I feel like there'd be a way you could do it and have it make sense. Like someone immediately went over there after you guys left, dug them up, used some kind of spell, and Molly's been like involved in something. It probably never does happen. I just feel like it could. Way of the Drunken Master. Monks are best when they're completely surrounded by enemies. Don't get me wrong. I still love that action. Like, I tell you guys, I am aggressive. I 100% love what she's doing. It's just looking at the angle, I'm just seeing the distance she has between everybody. But I 100% want that character to do that. And that's why I love Bo. Uh, Even if they cast the spell of spirit, the spirit. Oh, it cast the spell. The spirit could refuse to come back. Knowing Molly, there's a good chance he wouldn't want to. That thing is badass looking. I love the look of that mini. I love that we got to see it. I appreciate it. I said I want to see it, and I got to see it. Caduceus is up. Molly had hit points, but low AC. Cat is like 18 as Molly's at 15. Molly's hit points was in the mid 60s. He had the tough feat that boosted his HP. Oh shit, death saving. Death saving throw. All right, we are getting in. I mean, Jester and not. I mean, we still got a lot of people who are solid, but we are. I am playing in a Call of Duty style zombies D&D one shot with friends next week, and I am playing a third level Moon Knight or Moon Druid, second level Sun Soul Monk, gonna be turning into a bear and shooting Kamahaya. Is that what you're saying? Because if that is the case, and I got it on the first read, I am just gonna retire. I'm pretty sure that's Kamahaya or something like that. That's what it looks like. Dolph Lundgren. Dolphin Lundgren Old Spice ad. Doesn't. That's a deep cut. Yes, it is. I saw that earlier, but I'd seen it a while ago. Bringing out the hentai. Bringing out the hentai. It looked like it said Kamanayeha from Saving Silverman. Kamanayeha. It's a Dragon Ball Z movie. Oh, okay. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, so I don't get the reference. I apologize. Ooh. Natural 20 for the first bodyguard. Damn. They's rolling good. Algar goes unconscious. Travis does some insane karate stance, even though he is not a monk or a martial artist. So it just took me completely out of everything, and I am distracted. Coming to Yeha. Come on, Yash. Yeah, Yash has been pretty quiet. I don't think we're at risk of losing a character this episode, but it is very possible. I honestly didn't expect us to have this much trouble this soon. I feel like we're near the end, though. I feel like we're almost there. So hard unconscious. Kamiyamiya? Kamiyamiya? Kamiyamiya! 19 hits. Oh boy. Quantum Leap. I am behind on many episodes of the new Quantum Leap. I got like a strike from NBC Universal who does Quantum Leap. So I stopped doing Quantum Leap on the channel because I didn't want to get another notice. I'm disputing it and I'm likely to win next week. If they don't respond, I win. But I don't want to get a second one for Quantum Leap, so I stopped doing Quantum Leap. My favorite bit is the Ford social encounter after this. I love when Ford flexes his intimidation skill. I think we're down to about 30 minutes. Final 30 minutes, right? Yeah, we said 410. Got a little more. Probably about 30 minutes till Matt does his little end spiel. It went by quick, and we're still in battle, so we ain't going to do a whole lot after this. My God, I still never drank the rest of this energy drink. Yeah, because I can't take another attack. There is a good. I want to see. Don't spoil stuff though. I want to see the baddies attack one last time. Even though Algar did go unconscious. So Algar went unconscious. But I want to see the dwarf bodyguards and Zendaya attack. I know it's not Zendaya. Two more rounds before Caleb actually drowns. It's not terrible, but it's bad. I love the way Talzin just looked when he said that. It's not necessarily terrible, it's just bad. Oh, it was a DEZA. Oh, I'm not spoiling anything. I just realized that when Ford. Oh, okay. It was a mistake. Con modifier, Jay. Remember your score isn't your modifier. Remember your score isn't your modifier. Gotcha. Did you clear up the difference between con score and con mod for underwater breather? Oh, sorry. Thought you were talking about my comment. Sorry, JB. Did you all explain modifiers to Jay? I don't know what you're referring to as far as modifiers. I know you guys are asking JB. Dude, I was sweating. They can't breathe underwater for 15 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. They can't breathe underwater for 15 minutes, lol. Okay. That's what you're talking about as far as the modifiers. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't know what you were referring to. How in the last episode I was like, "Oh my god, they could breathe for as many minutes plus their thing." Yes, okay. Gotcha. How does it work though? I do remember being told that, but how does a score of 18 equals a modifier of +4? So 4 could hold his breath for 5. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. Who's up? Don't be extreme. What should I watch tonight, guys? I downloaded a bunch of new movies. I downloaded that new movie, Bros. I got Bros. I heard it's pretty decent. I might watch that. Billy Eichler. I love Billy on the Street. It's a good time. Pearl. I just got Pearl. I wasn't as big as a fan as other people with X and what was the other one? Or was that I feel like there was another one. What was the other one that I just watched? Or was it X? That's what I do. I fight. The Ruby of the Sea sends her regards. Frisky Dingo. Frisky Dingo. 5 minutes is still a long time, yeah. I am a huge fan of Men of Honor. If you guys haven't seen Men of Honor, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro, amongst a million other amazing people. Navy divers, not Marine. Navy divers. And 5 to 6 minutes is like hardcore. The guy, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a known fact that he's a legend because he is able to hold his breath for 6 minutes and save a bunch of people. That's legendary, like 6 minutes. So 5 minutes is a damn good time. And that's it. That's all you hear. Before Cuba went crazy, yeah. Cuba went crazy. That should be a documentary. Cuba gone crazy. Kinda. Kinda the way it looks. I mean, that's not 100% wrong. Your mom got a guy obsessed with her, and he's doing things that are a little questionable, maybe beyond a little questionable. But we're killing him now. We're killing this dude. But I feel like he's involved in a lot more crooked shit, so I'm okay with it. I ain't gonna feel any sort of way about it. Laura is Kid Trunks in English dialogue. The muffin button. But I saw him not too long ago on Forever. Looked better. Agency breakup. Beauty school dropout. We got about 20 minutes left, guys. I'm going to do another radiator. This will be the last radiator for the episode. We'll do one after the episode's over. Radiators, grease reference. I saw that. I saw it before. I need an adult. I am an adult. Caleb Natural 20. Oh, Dwarven Forge Radiator Fun. I don't know if on delay I'm ahead or that was a coincidence, but we're going to do another one because you did that. No, you're not. She is known to have such an ability. We're going to do another fresh one. Boat is up. We have went full circle. But I also know that when Bo's done, we got to be getting close to... I mean, we're not doing too bad right now. Don't go in there. I thought you were psychic. Let's just do it anyway. Radiators again, because now I packed a new one. Genie homie. I want to move away from the genie homie. I think he looks exactly like a genie. Like he looks like a djinn. I know it's a jinn or a jinn. I don't know. It looks like a djinn. A djinn. Cheers. Ninja Master with $20 in donations tonight. Appreciate it as always. I was thinking of this the other night. We're going to start looking into Dwarven Forge stuff. Maybe Sunday we'll tap into that a little bit because we're going to order something. We're going to pick something together and we're going to display it somewhere in the background because that is half the fund. The half the fund is the Dwarven Forge Radiator Fund. Technically, it's 3/4 of the name. Wishmaster, guys with gills. Wishmaster, I swear to God, every time I think of Jins, I immediately picture Wishmaster. I feel like Wishmaster is the go-to Djinn. Djinn. Get me Djinn. All right, dexterity saving. Dexterity saving. You're worth it, Jay. Well, we're gonna get some fancy stuff, but thank you. I also checked out, I think Michael told me last week, Wormwood doing a Kickstarter for their custom-made desks. Holy shit. I went on the Kickstarter and looked. Bottom tier is $1,750. And if you go on the website and custom make your desk, that doesn't even barely get you a flat tabletop. The desk I made was almost $10,000. And I wasn't elaborate. I just made like the desk I would want that I could probably build myself for like a couple $100. It was like, I'm not kidding you, it was like $9,000. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what would a $1,700 desk be like? I priced out the $1,700 desk. It was like a flat tabletop of the cheapest wood on the site. And I think even that was like over $1,700. I was like, good Lord. It was just like a piece of wood on two legs. Literally, it was a piece of wood on two legs. Nothing fancy. And it was Purple Heart. Yes. I did the Purple Heart one. And it was, I know, granted, that's very expensive. The Purple Heart desk with just a couple shelves was $9,000. But I did the cheapest wood at the same model, and that was like $4,000. So Purple Heart doubled it. But it was still like a $4,000 desk. And then just the base bottom barrel flat desk was like $2,200. So with shipping and everything, I was like, I don't care. I will splurge, but I was like, I just can't see. I could literally, I do construction, I build things. I can literally build a pretty sweet desk for like a couple $100 and it'll be like beautiful. I could use like primo wood. See, like models and stuff like that, I can't do that. I'm a horrible artist, sculptor, painter, whatever the heck you want to call it. I suck. But I can build anything. So I'll build me a desk. Because, like, honestly, this desk is just like an IKEA throw together. It's a nice desk, but it's like IKEA. I want like a real nice desk, custom made. And it's just a desk, nothing special. It is not. Makes me feel like I could do that or become good enough with that price. Yeah, if you go look at the Kickstarter. I mean, they look beautiful, don't get me wrong. If you have the money, I just feel like even if you have the money, that's really expensive. Like I know what wood costs. I don't know what the most expensive woods cost, but I deal in wood. I used to build houses. People would get real expensive cherry woods and stuff like that for flooring. It was never like I could do a whole house of floors for $10,000. Literally, I could do like a whole floor in a house for $10,000. So to have a piece of wood, it just sounds crazy to me. Everything got like really quiet. People are all. What is. I'm trying to listen to Sam Riegel, but he's so whispertive. They are having trouble because of expectations they should have manufactured for CEOs, not gamers. And make sure you're not going to hit Gesturai. Hunger of Harder. It's a fun spell. Hunger of Harder. Hunger of Harder? Oh, Hadar. I'm like, I know it's not a Hunger of Harder. Hunger of Harder. The greatest spell ever used. I think I'm almost done with the chai. I'm going to crack one more after. Which one, guys? We got blueberry or blackberry lime and blueberry acai. This is I'm gonna have one left over. I killed the energy drink. I killed the water. I killed the chai. Oh, here's the rest of the chai. All right, bodyguard attacks when bodyguards attack. All right. I mean, we're looking like we're in bad shape. Or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Caduceus is in bad shape. All right. Knocked out one bodyguard. Knocks down a bodyguard. We're going after Al Gore. Are we going after Al Gore? I have some experiences in carpentry, and it's eventually something that I could do for a living one day. Always wanted to make gaming tables, especially. Check it out, man. Do it. If you love it, see, my thing was I'm good at it and I've done it for a living for years. I don't like enjoy it. I maybe because I've done it since I was a kid, I just have other likes. I don't hate it, but I just enjoy other things more. So if you enjoy it, have at it. I know a lot of people that work with me who are like totally all about it. And I get it. I'm just into different things. Everyone's in a different shit. But yeah, if you could make a living doing it and you like it, you can make money doing that. There was a guy that used to come around the arcade that would make little shelving and stuff for people. He'd custom make just like little shelves. Charge him a couple $100 and he's like, cost me like 40, $50. And then I spend a day and I make the shit. And he literally would make a living just making like basically knick-knack shelves for people around town. They were real nice, quality stuff. Oh, but you're that is important. That is important. Al Gore. Look at that thing. Oh my god, it looks so cool. It looks like a jacked genie. Like a jacked on steroids genie. I love the colors. The yellow with the green, it works. It's working for him. Reminds me of something beyond just like Aladdin and a genie and everything else. His sword too, his blade is gnarly, man. Look at the size of that blade. It's bigger. I don't know if it's, proportionate, but it's bigger than anybody in our group. The sword, just the blade from the tip to the top of the hilt. It is as big as any of us. Algar. What? I was waiting for Travis to go nuts. What? What is that? Too bad Cad hates the undead. Love this hexblade ability. You didn't see what Travis said? To it, screws, spray paint, wood, glue, coat, hooks. No, I totally understood what was happening. I just was thinking it was more than that. I thought he summoned something that actually was connected to what he's dealing with. And maybe it still is. That's why I was questioning it further. I wasn't questioning what happened. I was questioning something a step ahead of that, possibly. I'm sorry. I was literally in my head processing all this, and then I just started talking about what I thought the future would hold. I feel like that somehow might tie into something. If you get what I'm saying, I'm assuming at this point. This is why warlocks are fun. Batshit and sulfur. I'm trying to see what Caleb's trying to do. Fireball. What? What is he saying there? Is he trying to shoot the fireball off the ceiling? I'm not clear on what he was doing there. He said, I want to shoot it over here. I know he's trying to not hit our people or something. I'm not like, was he trying to like knock it off? I don't know. That was weird the way he said it. I wasn't really following him. I know he was trying to not hit our people, hit it in a certain angle or something. Everyone fireballing it up. Wizards. Every time I see Wizard cast Fireball, I think it says Wizards of the Coast. I used to be a subscriber to Wizards of the Coast. So Wizard Magazine, Wizards of the Coast, something like that. But that's what I always think of when I see it. Was away. Did Ford just summon a specter? Damn right. I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball. Every wizard ever. Oh my god, we're almost done. I just realized we're like really close to done. Then for my bonus action. Yeah. All right. We're taking this dude out. Are we gonna actually kill Algar, or are we gonna like? I've Her mom did say I'd rather you not kill him, right? Didn't she say I'd rather you not? If you have to, maybe we could do it in a way where we don't actually kill him and just threaten him. I mean, we could just straight up kill him. I mean, I feel like Jundi over here, I feel like we have to kill him. He is coming in guns blazing. We got to kill him. Algar's down. He had like not planned. It's not to fight this thing. We've got Enchantin. Hello, what is up? Welcome, cheers We're finishing up episode 34 here. We're fighting a genie looking monstrous. Jundi. If he was in the pub just being too into her, but he was up to shady stuff with a djinn. With the boots? I bow before you. Tell me that we actually just have it go away. Oh, God. 11. Jeez. Lovely. I didn't think that would work. That would be kind of silly. But if you roll really high, maybe it would just be like the only way I can see that working is if it just wanted to not be bothered. Like, honestly, I don't have the time for this, but I don't ever see it being like, I sympathize with you. Step of the wind again. And Marisha is, Bo is very close to dying. Did you see the bracelet necklace thing at the beginning? I did not. I don't. Oh, wait. I might have. I think I did see that. Like and subscribe if you haven't, guys. We have like 5 minutes left, and then we're going to chat. This is the end of the chai, and then I'll crack another one. That's the end of that one. Honestly, there's a lot of spice on the bottom. The last little chug was delicious. Still like the cheesecake better. No, I agree with Matt. It was in my head. Look at Marisha. Marisha goes, come on, please. It was in my head. It was in my head, so let it happen. Look at Matt winks. Matt gives a little wink. Like he knows that there's like, I mean, that was fair. Jester was like, yo, like the turn was over. And then Jester, aka Laura, made a comment. I dig it. Blueberry. The funny thing is, there is a pumpkin blueberry beer in the fridge. I only brought over those two because I didn't want to have too many of the pumpkins. I wanted to have variety. But there was a pumpkin blueberry beer. I mean, Caleb and Bo are in bad shape. The others are pretty okay. Not never lost a hit point. Not was totally solid the whole time. Success. Oh, that's a good roll. But now Caleb is really low. Oh, Caleb is dead again, or unconscious. Caduceus is almost unconscious. Caleb is unconscious. Whoa. And now it just teleported to Bo. It just teleported right into front of the Bo. And Bo is about to go down. I think we'll be all right as a group, but it wouldn't surprise me if somebody got killed. There's been very close calls so far. We have had people go to 0 multiple times in the last hour. Each element has their own type of genie. The water type of genie is called Marid. Marid. Fire equals Efrit. Earth is Deo, and air is Jin. Ah, so this is a Marid. Is that how you pronounce it, or is it a Marid? Marid. I'm done for the week. Going mobile. Night all. Daniel O'Day. Have a good night, my friend. Like if you haven't. Subscribe because you're so new. I've never heard or seen of you before. Please join my weekly magazine and newspaper. And I'll see you next week. Ah, don't forget Sunday. Bloodkeep if you're interested. That is correct. F. Reti. Reet. F. Reti. F. Reti. I feel like that's reet, like feet. F. Reti. I'm going to need that bracelet. Chop his hand off. What do you want to do? You could. I'm going to cut his hand off. I mean, that will send a warning. I'm not against it because killing him is the option too. So cutting his hand off is better than killing him. Something about it, I just feel like death is a little steep of a penalty for a guy that's a little obsessive of a woman. I mean, it's bad. It's horrible. But like, death? He's going to go for Ford. He's going to save Algar. So no way. We're going to end there? I was like, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way they're going to stop in the middle of this fight. Wait a second. I can't believe they ended it. Like, I'm thinking in my head, they're not going to end it in the middle of a fight. So somehow this fight is ending really quick. That's why I thought when they were talking silly, like, hey, Not will run over and go, I bow to you or whatever. I thought maybe it was just going to float away and Algar was going to surrender. Maybe we cut his hand off. Yep, you got it. All right. Some people say Efreet, but I disagree. Have a good one next Friday. X pronunciation. F an FX pronunciation. That was really good. Well, Matt's going to say goodbye in 2 seconds. We'll talk. The funny thing is that was over 2 hours and we're still done by 11:15 because we started pretty on time. No problems, no restarts. Started a minute after 9. Good night, Matt. Awesome. I'm looking forward to jumping into that tomorrow. Honestly, tomorrow, that's the first thing I'm doing tomorrow. I was already going to do it, but now I'm more excited about it. I was going to jump in because now the way I do it is I have a routine set for everything. I'm very ahead on my show so I could stay in routine and add more things to the channel without like overwhelming myself on a weekly basis. So what I do now on Saturdays is the first thing I do is I do Talks Machina. I edit it up. Then I watch part 1. If I have the time, I'll do the Patreon hour. And then I'll usually take a break. The last couple weeks I've been doing catch up. So I've done them somewhat all within the same day. Sometimes I take a break for a couple hours and then be like, all right, let me just finish that episode. I'd think about it for a little bit. But usually I am trying to give myself time to think about things, but in some circumstances, I just don't have the time. Either way, let's go to the chat. I just had to turn off the black box and everything. I always thought Efreet was the plural. The bracelet Algar was wearing was controlling the collar on the genie. Good job. What was good job? What was good job? My pronunciation. The bracelet Algar's wearing is controlling the genie. I kind of assumed that. I didn't know if they confirmed that. But if we're about, I mean, I don't know. Are we going to, how, is it confirmed that it's doing it? And how does it work? If you possess the bracelet, I'm assuming you possess the genie. Because clearly in the very beginning, before we even fought, he was talking down to this 8-foot entity. And that was weird in itself. I was thinking right off from the start, I'm thinking like, how is Algar talking to this giant creature like this? Like, you don't usually talk down to something like that without getting your ass ripped in half or something. So right off the bat, it was odd. So the whole bracelet thing, it did make sense to me to be that. I don't know if they confirmed exactly what or how it works, but I'm assuming because of obviously taking off the bracelet, cutting his hand off. He didn't actually do it though, did he? I couldn't understand the way Matt described it at the end. It sounded like he said you were applying pressure and you were slowly cutting the hand off. Did he say the hand actually got detached, like he cut it off, or he was still in the act of it? I don't remember. I didn't like actually see Matt say his severed the hand off. I didn't know if the bracelet came off and the hand was still attached or if it was still intact. I'm not sure. Forrest, have a good night, my friend. Bloodkeep Sunday live stream extravaganza. Yeah, guys, Matt made reference to them both several times and what happened after Ford cut his hand off. Yep, the hand is gone. Okay. Sorry, I missed it, Magnus. Sorry, I was like literally ranting and probably paying attention to other things. I was following along, full amputee. Okay. I was following along, but as soon as things started getting crazy, I start theorizing in my head, and then I start thinking, and I might not hear things, and then I'm like so on a rant about what I think is happening that I might miss the obvious. I apologize. Hand is cut off. I assumed like Matt was describing it, and then I'm like, oh my God. And then I start rambling in my head, and I must have missed him say it 500 times. But all right. I just feel like I'm thinking of it going in a direction that it's totally not going in, and that's why I missed the obvious parts. I thought Efreet was the singular and Efreeti was the plural. Oh, okay. We're talking about the different types of genies or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never heard that in any lore or anything like that. So the next episode, that is explains a lot. Okay. I think that is the thing. I think that is the thing. I just cracked open this blackberry lime. We're going to talk for 10 minutes. What's this live you were talking about? Not Bloodkeep. I might do The Sims. Is that what you're talking about? I might do The Sims live. Only because I started playing The Sims and I'm finding it very enjoyable. So Sunday, since the Saints aren't playing, I might do before or after the Escape from the Bloodkeep. I might do The Sims live stream. Is that what you're talking about? That's the only thing I could think of. Either way, we're going to do about 10 minutes. Some people use them as such, but we're talking to Nuck and Futz. Everyone, a lot of you are still here. We're going to hit the radiators. I'm going to do part 1 of episode 35 tomorrow, right? Like I said, right after Talks Machina. So I'm going to get immediately into that. I'm assuming in the first 30 minutes, they're going to wrap up what is happening. I don't know what exactly, how far, like say Ford now controls a genie. What does that entail? Where do we go with that? Do we now have this in our back pocket as a thing? I might spend most of my day tomorrow playing The Sims or Kerbal Space Program. Radiators, everybody. Then we're going to kill that, and then we're going to say goodnight. I'm going to ask you about Bros when we meet up on Sunday. When we meet, should I watch Bros? Because after I'm done with this, I'm going to chill. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm starving. I think these beers hit me a lot harder than they should have because I haven't eaten in a while. But that would be a very evil thing to do, honestly. Something about it. Something about it be during CR Live. Oh. Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, doing Vox Machina episodes live. We were talking about doing Vox Machina episodes live when it drops in January. Radiators, but people were saying it's going to be running simultaneously with Critical Role, Campaign 3 live streams. So we're probably not going to do that if that's the case. Radiators, that would be a very evil thing to do. What is that in reference to? Forcing an entity like that into forced service? Oh, it would be. Yes, it would be. So maybe I get what you're saying, the dude. I see in my head, I'm thinking it's forced like that, but that is the case of Aladdin with the genie. You can release him, yeah. So let's release the genie. Let's do it. Let's release this nice person that's attacking us, which is only attacking us because it's in servitude of the other guy. So it's completely understood. Enslaving a genie, unlike in Aladdin, isn't a smart thing to do. They will do whatever they can to kill you if you cross them. I totally retract my statement. That does make perfect sense, honestly. I'm treating it like a movie where it's like, all right, we could just do this and then like all's forgiven. It doesn't matter. It's over in 2 hours. This is like a long game. So yes, of course, you are correct. We do not want to piss off genies. Let's release him. I don't know if that's an option though. Is that an option? Like, what do you do? What if it's tied to this bracelet regardless? What if you can't release it? That somebody's got to control. What if it's one of those kind of things? I don't think it will be. But what if somebody's got to hold the bracelet? Somebody's got to be the bearer. You can't destroy it. So, we're a good group of people. By default, it's got to come along with us, other than have it just thrown about or buried and it's just like abandoned. I don't know. It could be a possibility. Jinns and genies in D&D aren't anything like Aladdin genies. We could make the Twitch watch party and do them on any schedule we want. Enslaving, see, I've only done Twitch a handful of times and I haven't done it in so long that I feel like it takes so long to build back an audience over there or something. I feel like I feel like most of you will come over. I have to like get more into it. I feel like somebody said they're doing watch parties now for YouTube, but we'll look into it. It could be an option. You could give the bracelet to the genie. All right, if that's an option, then we're good. If we can give the bracelet to the genie, then we're absolved of all the horrors that we could bring to this genie. I think Sammy is literally pounding his body against the door because I keep hearing something behind me and then it's nothing and the door looks like it's slowly edging. I have things that block it, but he is so massive. I weighed Sammy once. He's always fluctuating around 25 to 28 pounds. That's like as big as most dogs. Like most normal sized or small sized dogs, that's big for a dog. My cat is a fatty, but he barrels into things and he knows how to use his weight. They aren't enslaved. Was that me wheezing or was that a cat screaming? With Twitch, depending on level, you could do a watch party with Amazon Prime content. Oh shit, really? I'm going to have to look into that because maybe if we start building an audience now over there, by January, I'll have enough going. I don't know. It's just I'm so behind on Twitch. We did like live watch alongs for The Raft, some game or Raft, The Raft. Me and my brother would play it for hours and hours and hours. And then I'd put videos up on YouTube and people would go over. But then it was such a chore to keep track of Twitch and this at the same time. And that's when I was growing this channel. So like that's probably literally back when I had like 5,000 subscribers. So that's when I was like, all right, I'm going full tilt with YouTube because I want to see how fast I could grow. And then Twitch was just like another thing. I was like, oh my God. That's why I didn't really do much with other social media like Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. I did all of that. Like in the beginning, I tried everything. And then I was like, with working two jobs and then doing this, it's like there's only so much I could keep going consistently. And I'm like, let me just focus on one thing. And that's kind of why I always stuck with YouTube. It always just worked. And it was, I'm able to flow with it better with my work schedule and everything. Could do Sims on Twitch. That was the other thing. Everyone I know is like, I've never seen anyone do Sims on YouTube live. Most people just do it on Twitch. But I was also thinking that also could be a good thing, that no one else does things like that. Evil consumers. Hey, man, good to see you. Love seeing your reactions. Decided to stop by the stream and give my appreciation to you. Evil consumes. I definitely have never seen you in the chat, but I appreciate you stopping in. Welcome. Cheers. I'm going to kill the seltzer, and then we're going to call it a night. So maybe 5 to 10 more minutes we're going to chat. Cheers to everybody. Good night. See you Sunday. Amelia, we will say happy birthday to you on Sunday as well. But if for whatever reason you are not there, even though you just said you will be, happy birthday. We'll say happy birthday again, because from the end of the live stream on Sunday, you'll be a quarter of a century, is that? Quarter of a century, 25 years old. And we'll ring you in. So get a couple drinks. And I don't know if you smoke. I forget if Amelia joins us for Radiator Time. But get a drink. You're 25. Chug 800 beverages. And we'll see you on Sunday. Didn't recognize half the people during the Sims stream towards the end. Just the bots. Yes, there was bots galore. Yeah, we didn't have... Oh, that's right. The dude. Are you able to make other people moderators? Or only my brother and I are? I forget what privileges you have. Because if you could appoint another moderator, could you make Michael a moderator? Because Michael will be around for the Sims streams. And I had nobody moderating in the Sims live stream. And there were bots and stuff randomly popping up once we had like an audience going. So, I don't know. I feel like you might not be able to now that I think of it. If you can, though, and you could do it for Michael. If not Michael, I'll have my brother do it, because that's his territory. And I mean, I'm sure it's probably really easy to do, but I know it's one of those things where I know he knows how to do it, like boom. So rather than me dance around and figure it out, I can't know. I can only remove, post, and ban. All right, Michael, I will, after this, text my brother and tell him to do that so that by Sunday, if we do the Sims after and the dude isn't around, you'll have moderation abilities. Usually my brother was always in my streams, but then obviously you see he's not in these. He's Friday, I think he said he just can't. Oh, he's doing his own D&D. My brother can't see me react to D&D because it's the only night he does like his own D&D campaign. And he, I believe, is the DM. So he's been doing it literally more than half my life. More than half my life he's been doing Dungeons and Dragons. Possibly longer than that, because since high school, and he's in his 40s, so longer than that. But I think that's why he can't do it on Fridays. Speak of the devil. Oh, I did my best with The Sims, but I was late and fell asleep. No, Lisa Pocky, that ain't your job, my friend. You did good. Yeah, Lisa Pocky was in there for a while. But there are certain people that are in the live streams of different things longer, and I totally get it. Like football, I did see some of you in the football live streams, but my brother used to be in all the football live streams. So once I started doing different things, it's like I could spread out and have more moderators. So I will have Michael become a moderator, tell him what's up to Ren Fair buddies, and if he's started painting minis yet. Oh yeah. Michael met my brother at the Ren Fair. So yeah, that's right. So I'll be like, Ray, Michael, the man you met at the Ren Fair, needs to be appointed to moderator for Sims and other things. Sims and other things. That is what it will be called. The fact your brother DMs is crazy awesome. The funny thing is, I remember I started dating girls at a really young age. And my brother was the nerdy kid that like really wasn't into girls at an early age. He was DMing and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And I remember coming home with girlfriends and him being like playing Dungeons and Dragons and being like, what the hell is he doing? And I would sit there and listen and I would kind of like soak in what was going on, but I never played. I never made a character. I never partook. I would kind of just like hang out because they were my friends too. So I kind of would just like sit around and hang out, but I always had a girlfriend. So I would be like, I'd watch for like an hour or two and then I'd be like, all right, I'm taking off. And we go like see a movie or I'd go to the bar or I'd go do something. I mean, obviously not when I was that young, I wouldn't go to the bar, but I would do something. And I never really stuck around long term. I never got involved to the point of having a character and stuff like that. Now, my brother is like practically married and he still does it. And it's like, but it's like, I just think it's funny because probably 3/4 of my life he's done that and I've never once played. But I mean, 20 years of that he lived in Pittsburgh. So it isn't like he was here for a good part of that. He lived far away. But there was a good 5 years that he played Dungeons and Dragons on like a weekly basis, and I never joined in. As a 20-year-old, I have never tasted alcohol before. Surprisingly, lol. I have a question though. Do people drink alcohol for the taste or the feel? It is a horrid taste, I've heard. Evil consumes. I will give you my personal opinion. Everyone's different. When I was younger, I drank for the taste. When I had a beer, I would finish work and I'd be like, I want to have an ice cold beer. And sometimes I still do. But now more so, I think I drink for the feel. Because it's like I've had a beer so many times. It's like if you really wanted a steak dinner, but every night you had a steak, eventually you would just stop caring about the steak. And I don't know. I feel like after you drink it so many times, it's more the feel than the taste. Because at a point, I'm just so you like even like that's why you'll see me switch up a lot. I'll switch up brands and I'll switch up beers and different things. I'll switch alcohol. Sometimes I'll do hard liquor. I switch it up a lot because I feel like the same thing. Like if I just drink beer all the time, it starts becoming just an act of drinking. Like you might as well just give me water that has alcohol in it or something. Because at a point when if I'm just drinking the same beer over and over and over, it just becomes an act of drinking at that point. Like it could be anything. And then it just is all about the feel. It's just about getting drunk. It's a long day. It's the weekend. I don't got to do much tomorrow. Let's get drunk. It's more the feel now than ever. But when I was younger, it was definitely a lot more the taste when I was younger. I remember in my 20s being like, "Oh my god, I'm done with work." I would like salivate like I want to taste like an ice cold beer. And it wasn't like, "Oh, I want to get drunk." Like I remember being like more than food, I want to just have like an ice cold mug of beer. And I would just sit there and like be like, "Ah, like just the taste of beer was so grand." Maybe it's that. Maybe that I don't go out drinking as much as I used to. So I drink out of cans and bottles. I don't have ice cold mugs. I mean, I'll put it in like a glass that I chilled or something like that, but it's not served like right to my face, like ice cold, like the ice still frothing on the top or something like that. Maybe it makes all the difference. I don't know. Jeff is leaving. Jeff Lundy, I'm assuming. Was that Jeff Lundy out of here? Good night if it was. Either way, I just ranted for 56 hours. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I think I'm going to do the roll call and then call it a night because it's 11:30 and everyone's hitting the hay, as they put it in no thing I've watched of recent. Ready? We're going to go through the roll call. I'm going to take a swig and we're out because it is getting late. Everyone's saying good night. I'm getting extremely tired myself. Gigi Gideon Gamer, McGuigan, clever name I made, Michael, Lace Hockey, and the dude JB, my moderators, right in there together. Look at that. I love it. Ninja Master with $20 in donations tonight, all $20. Ninja Master, I take a swig for you and I hesitate in your honor. Michael, I think I already said you. I will take care of that later with my brother. You will be a moderator, my friend. Evil Consumes, thank you for stopping in. Newest person I've seen so far. Clever name I made, I think I already said you. It looks like a lot of people already hit the hay. I'm seeing a lot of the same people in here, but I'm going to keep going. Until Colvin. Is Colvin still here? M. Gormley, Nuck and Futz, Magnus. We got Forrest the Runner. I know Forrest went to sleep. I think I went far back enough. Jeff Lundy, I think he already went to sleep. Daniel O'Day, CJ Cook. I saw Colleen, Callista Warrior Queen. I know she had to go early. If I missed anybody else. Forrest the Runner. Oh, Forrest the Runner still is there. Amy France. Amy France. I think it's so funny. I do this. I feel like if Amy France, I don't know how Amy France is in real life. I've never met her. I love her name and I love her as a person, just knowing her through this computer and this camera. However, I feel like if we were in person, every time I did that, I imagine in my head Amy France, who I don't even know what you look like, but in my head, I imagine you blushing and being like, stop it. But you could totally just be like, chill as shit about it. I don't know. You could be not, I don't know why that's even relevant. I just think that's what I imagine every time. That's the bond that me and Amy France have in my head. Little Paramonster, I do see you, and Shane Barron also clapping and laughter and happiness. We all had a good night. Gobble Gobble, I do see Gobble Gobble. Sunday, guys, 2 p.m. Escape from the Bloodkeep, 2 p.m. Sunday. We will also be doing Sims, possibly, that day. I'm not 100% sure on Sims yet, but either before or after, depending on my energy level and how much we get done, I might do Sims 4 before or after that. But either way, we will give it Escape from the Bloodkeep, Episode 3, on Sunday, if you want. Enjoy that sword you got, man. It's nice having a limited edition collectible. Thank you, McGuigan. As always, guys. Thank you all.